Hi everyone. Today I'm making this great dish. I pay tribute to my friend Fozia, who used to make this for us quite a bit when we were together back in Denmark. And it's one of those great impromptu dishes. I call it the kebab stir fry. I'm not quite sure what Fozia calls it now, but it's pretty much just a kebab, like a little meatball thing that you fry up with a bunch of different vegetables. You can kind of put whatever you have, but she used to do it with sliced onions, sliced mushrooms, boiled baby potatoes cut in half, and then some tomatoes as well. And it's a really yummy dish. It's healthy too because it's the protein with the carb and some vegetables in there too. So it's really nice, and I love the fact that it's very convenient. You don't actually have to go grocery shopping for it. You can use whatever you have in your house, and you can eat it with the basmati rice that I showed earlier, or you can do it with some dinner buns or whatever. I think we're going to do it with dinner buns today. But this is one of my favorite dishes, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. I took some ground beef, chopped up a small onion. I took some salt and some chili pepper, some ground coriander, a little bit of garam masala, and then I have some dry fried zira cumin that I had ground, and I put that in here too. What I'm doing now is I'm frying them up slightly here. I made them into like little kebabs, not too big and not too small, and I'm just gonna fry these up and then take them out, and in the same pan I'm then gonna fry the onions, mushrooms, and the boiled potatoes. And I'm multitasking today, so I am boiling the baby potatoes here with the peel on. With baby potatoes, it's always easier to just boil them with the peel on. It's not like it gets in your mouth or anything, and it's healthier too because all the nutrition is in the peel. So I will get back to you as soon as I'm done frying these up, and I'll show you the next step from there. Alright, the kebabs are now done, and in the same oil that we did the kebabs, and you can see all the grime and stuff and the onions that are left over, that's what is going to make this oil really tasty. I have my sliced onions here. Now Fozia used to do them in a circular thing, and I don't think it matters, you can chop them as well, but I just think this makes it look really pretty and kind of gives it a nice presentation afterwards. So I'm gonna fry these up until they're nice and tender. Not over fry them, not make them crunchy, just make them nice and soft. The onions are now ready. They're nice and golden and still kind of soft, and I love how they they've taken the color from the kebabs that were fried in there before, and they're kind of just really nice and golden brown and stuff. I'm now going to add the sliced mushrooms. I am a mushroom fanatic, so more is merrier. And we're just going to fry these up until the mushrooms are nice and soft and cooked, but not to the point of breaking, obviously. Again, one of my favorite dishes, and I love how I don't have to go out and do extra groceries for it. It's whatever's in your fridge. My potatoes are now ready. I boiled them for about 15 minutes, and I then, when they were done, sliced them in half. I like them a bit big and chunky, and I am making them the way Fozia used to do it. Again, really nice and easy. You don't have time to boil the potatoes, it's not a big deal. If you have jarred baby potatoes, you can use those as well, or if you don't have any of those, you can also use just plain potatoes and quarter them and add them in here. I'm not going to stir fry it for a little bit. Just going to turn up the heat a little bit, and just going to stir fry it until the potatoes are nicely not fried, but just kind of have taken up some of that taste of the onions and the mushrooms, and then I will get on with the next step. I've now added the sliced tomatoes on top of this, and you just kind of spread it around here a bit, and just let it cook for a little bit. Just gonna stir fry it for a round, and then we're gonna add the kebabs. I'm just gonna soften the tomatoes up just slightly before I do the next step. Alright, what I'm gonna do now is the fried kebabs from earlier. They're now gonna go in here, and we're just gonna toss it around here for a little bit. Just make sure it's all nicely incorporated and mixed up so it gets all the things. So don't be too concerned if it's a little dry at the bottom, because like you could, one thing is you could add a little bit more oil to it, which would take away the healthy factor of it, or you can just like make sure, keep stirring it, make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom, because by the time you put the potatoes and the tomatoes in here, they're going to release their own liquids from the tomatoes and stuff, and that'll make it a little more moist and stuff. Now, if you do want it to be a little more saucier or a little runny, or like have some sort of gravy to it, now's the time to add some water to it. Now, I don't want it to be too gravy-ish, so what I'm gonna do now is, I'm gonna put it under the lid here. I'm gonna turn the heat down to about minimum there, and then I'm just gonna let it cook for about 5 to 10 minutes and see how it is. Alright, my dish is now ready. I'm serving it with some plain raita, which is plain yogurt with some cumin seeds, a little bit of salt, and lots of black pepper. And I'm gonna eat it like this, and just probably with a fork and stuff. You could also do it with basmati rice, as I said before, or some dinner buns or some bread, but I like it like this. Enjoy it, and I would love to hear some feedback on what you thought, and what you would have put in there instead of what other vegetables and stuff. But yeah, thanks for listening.